This is your first day in real estate, and I am your real estate sales trainer and coach, James Festini. And this is the program that's going to teach you how to sell more real estate in less time. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to my platform. Welcome to 3 feet in front of my soapbox. I'm on the road right now, so I could make this video and relax, get my thoughts together. I used to do a lot of this on Periscope, where I would just hit live and just kind of brain dump, and then people would come in and ask questions and I'd answer them. But today I have a student, or a curious prospect for a student, someone who's curious, outsider looking into the Festini Mafia, wondering, having questions, certain questions. And it's funny when people come in and ask questions and then I never see them again, it's because they don't think that they need more, that they got it. They've been fact-finding and piecing it together, now they got it. But the funny thing is that like top agents and people who got it don't really go on YouTube and ask questions. It's true. I got it. I don't go on YouTube and ask questions ever, unless I don't got it. Like with a drone issue, or a Phantom, Mavic Pro synchronization issue, or a technical question on some other tech, or training, or health and fitness. But I don't ask questions in the field of real estate. I don't go onto other YouTuber platforms or podcasts of real estate sales training and coaching and ask a question. I don't feel like I don't need it, because I'm at a level that I don't need it. I know now what I need to do. I just need to do more of it. But I have one particular individual who's kind of popped on, and the theme of this question is, how do I bring value to the door? And what I'm interpreting it as, they're going door knocking, and they want to have a situation where they go up to the door, and the homeowner who opens the door will see them as valuable enough not to reject them. I can only interpret it that way, is that they're not getting enough success on the phones or on the door because they're not providing a value. But you see, right now, I'm not in the market for a Toyota Prius. Just not. Nor maybe will I ever be in the market of a Toyota Prius. Or a car, for that matter. I'm not in the market. And yet, if I had a gentleman knock on the door and ask me if I'm interested in buying a Toyota Prius, there's no way, nothing they do is going to provide value, because I don't have a need. There's no need. I don't need a Prius. I don't need a car. I'm good. Yet, the person who's knocking on the door feels rejected, or feels like, man, I wish I could have done more to provide value, because they didn't buy. And it's this dilemma that we face. And if you guys want a thumbs up and understand and appreciate, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're listening and that I'm going somewhere with this, and that you get where I'm going with this. You see, if I walked into Starbucks right now, I'm going to the customer, I have a need, they fill it, and so I'm going to them. I order my coffee, sale is made. There's no rejection with Starbucks, because they get customers coming in. They've done the marketing, they've done the branding, they're getting customers coming in. So it's extremely passive. It's storefront receiving of customers. But sales isn't like that. Starbucks is not a sales industry. They don't go out and pitch the product. They just provide good coffee, and word of mouth and branding does the rest. You don't have people standing outside of Starbucks. You ever seen a Starbucks employee twirl a sign, grand opening Starbucks? No. Because they have value. Because they're not salespeople. They're selling you a product, but it's a product. When you're a real estate agent, though, you don't have product. All you have is this. You got your face, you got your mouth, you got your knowledge, your skills. And the turnover, it's not like a cup of coffee. So we can't open up a storefront for real estate, provide good service, and have a line of people waiting outside all day, maybe even have a drive-through. Wouldn't that be nice? You drive through, sign the disclosures, please. Right? It doesn't work that way. We're not in it. The turnover, the ticket, the dollar ticket item, and the turnover for our product, our service, because our product is a service, it's not a tangible product. Even when we have a listing, yes, we have a product, but once you put it into the MLS, you get good photography, that's it, right? You put it on the shelf. Starbucks puts their box of Keurig coffee on the shelf and they just leave it. Sometimes, shit, I think this mug was like $30, $30 coffee mug. I love it. But they can put it on the shelf. They have enough traffic coming in. They can put it on the shelf and it could sit for 6 months and they don't care, because that's not what they're selling. That's not what they're providing. They're providing the coffee and you just happen to be there. And that's what we're doing with real estate as real estate listing agents. We need more inventory. We need more of these on the shelf as we provide good service. This coffee mug represents our listing inventory. And the coffee represents our ability to maintain and produce more opportunities for someone to say yes. Ooh, that's deep. So what can we do to provide value on a cold prospect? Ladies and gentlemen, I got news for you. I'm trying to think in my head what somebody could provide as value when I don't need it. Nor do I want it, desire it, have any inkling. So let's think about door knockers. What door knocker comes to you? What outside salesperson can come to you right now, knock on your door and give you something you want? Think about it. I think maybe one of two of you have said Girl Scout cookies. Yeah, fuck yeah. Thin Mints. I love the Thin Mints. If a Girl Scout cookie comes and knocks on my door, they have their product sitting behind them on a train. The brand has said it. You get the Thin Mints. You buy that, man. Oh my God. If I was a Girl Scout, oh man. Ah, shit. I'd be the #1 Girl Scout cookie salesperson fucking ever. Why? Because I would gather a team of my kids, my cohorts. I'd get mom and I'd be like, Mom, watch us go down this block. And I'd get 2 and 2. We split, double down, door knock. 1 by 1. Right? And I'd probably employ a Spodio, and I'd be like, I'd track them people. I'd have them on Spodio and be like, we're coming back next week. Because I know you're going to eat these cookies within a couple of days. So maybe 2 weeks from now. Because the cookie season's what, like 2, 3, 4 weeks? Yeah. But I would door knock. And then I would have a team, you know, one of the team members show up at the Albertsons and I'd be hawking the cookies there. You know, and you walk by like Girl Scout cookies. We now take credit card, right? I fucking sell that shit. But listen, they provide value. They can come to our door and they can provide value. I want the cookies. I don't need them. My belly says no, but my heart says yeah. I'm gonna eat that whole damn tin. That whole roll's mine. I'm gonna hide in the bathroom. See how many I can eat in one sitting. But with a Girl Scout cookie, We're not Girl Scouts. We're salespeople. Sales. We're smarmy. We're sneaky. We're lower than attorneys, man. So we have to elevate our status by doing what? It's a numbers game. I can't imagine a situation where you can go up to a door, I just can't think of it, and provide value if they don't want it. If they don't care to sell, because you're going to the door. Listen, people, come on. Answer one question in your head right now. Why am I at the door? Why am I going to the door? Answer your question. Why am I going to the door? I'll tell you why you're going to the door. You're going to the door to find out if they're interested in selling their house. That's it. You're not going to the door to announce an open house. I'm here to invite you to an open house. They're like, fuck, I don't care. What the hell do I want to go to your open house? I'm not a nosy neighbor and I'm not a buyer, so what? Really? You're inviting me? It would make more sense if you invited me to a jumper party. At least my kids will enjoy it. Right? Invite me over for free pizza and beer, maybe. But an open house, come on. But in our heads as realtors, in our heads as salespeople, we form these like internal dialogues that give us this suggestive desirability to justify our interrupting their day. That's all it is. It's like, I'm afraid to go door knocking, therefore I can alleviate my fear by convincing myself that I'm delivering something, like I'm the Messiah and I've come to heal you. No, seriously, I got the power of sight. I could cure cancer if you just let me in your door, but you're not. And I feel the same way about just listed, just sold. That to me is like this excuse, this I'm trying to work on the word here, this reason. You don't need a reason to cold call. You don't need an excuse to door knock. Where you're like, I don't want to door knock, man. I don't have any listings. I don't want to door knock. I haven't sold anything in here. And so you're like, well, let me check what the company sold. Oh, they're just listed a house. I'm going to go do just listeds. And you put together your propaganda. And then what do? I know what you do because you've been trained by a bunch of fucking dimwits. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to knock on the door and be like, hi, my name is Agent with Company, and we just listed a house on XYZ Street, and we're wondering, when do you plan on moving? Never? Fantastic. And if you were to move, where would you go next? Nowhere? I love it. How long have you lived here? Is that a gun? Yeah, you want me to leave? How long can you stand at someone's doorway without them immediately going, fuck off? You see, and then the same thing goes for the telephone. I'm gonna do circle prospecting or sphere of influence. What a fucking circle prospect? Kiss my ass. What is this circle pro? I'm still trying to figure out what is circle prospecting. No circle. You do enough calls, there's no circle. It's called a polygon. You get every phone number you can humanly acquire into a certain region and call the shit out of it. I call it polygon prospecting. And it's a geographical territory that justifies 15 to 20,000 phone numbers after the do not call list that I can plow through within 90 days without repeating the cycle. Can I get a thumbs up again? 5 people in the room? You guys just need to come in and thumb up if you've been here. I need to know that people are like, preach on, brother. Speak to me. Yeah, Godfather. Tell me the truth. Gospel. Can't see your comments. The only thing I see on this screen are thumbs, so like my stuff? Get out of here. It's a private meeting between people who want to learn and someone who's got something to say. Move along if you don't like it. Move along if you're not comfortable with me giving you the answer to your question. How do I provide value when I'm door knocking? You don't. You find someone who needs or might need what you have to offer, and then you can become valuable. And only then can you become valuable. And the same thing goes for calling on the phone. People say, I'm going to cold call. I'm going to circle prospect. I'm going to call around my just listed, which to me, man, I take dumps longer than I could prospect a circle area. Man, you're watching a guy who makes 4,000, 3,000, 2,000 numbers dialed a day. You think, okay, let's take a step back. When you go to get a phone number, a database, a list of phone numbers, how many phone numbers do you think? Let's say you get a neighborhood with 100 homes. You're going to circle prospect or sphere prospect. I don't want to hear that word again. You get a territory and you say, I'm going to call into that territory. And you go to your preferred list provider and you say, I'm going to call in that region. Let's say there's 1,000 homes. Let's say there's 100 homes in this little area, 100. How many phone numbers do you think there are in that database of 100? How many phone numbers? I'll tell you. 20? Maybe 30? Maybe 30. And then you wash it from the do not call list and now you have 15? Maybe 20? I don't think you realize that when you go into a database and you say, I want a cold call, and you download numbers, just how few phone numbers you really have on a 100 house region. I mean, even in the prime. I mean, go in there, look up one street, count the houses on the street, and then look up in your list provider and see how many numbers you got. You'd be like, oh, now it makes sense that I can't have that many. I can't, if I'm going to prospect to the high degree of the beast mode lead gen prospecting challenge, or that you're going to commit to doing this prospecting, cold doors or cold calls, you have to know your numbers ahead of time so that you know what to expect. And then your expectations lead to you to understanding how many prospects you have to speak to in order to find the people who will find you valuable. Does that make sense? I hope so. So if you got 100 people, you make 20 calls within 3 minutes, 4 minutes. I can't circle prospect. It would be impossible for me to circle prospect. I would spend half my life trying to pluck and pick phone numbers of that sphere just to say, I'm prospecting now. And then before my next bowel movement, I'll be done. Shit. You guys must think I go to the bathroom a lot. Okay, before my next yawn, before the next episode of whatever it is I'm watching, binge watching on Netflix while I prospect is over, I'm done. So once you understand that, now you have to say, okay, now, James, then fine. How do I provide value at the door? You're not going to. You're not going to provide value at the door. That's all there is to it. But so what do I do? What do I do then? If I can't provide value? I mean, you're not going to be able to, even if you went up and knocked on the door and said, hi, my name is a complete stranger and I have $1 to give you. Any objections? They'd be like, the fuck you want? Even if you handed $1, you don't provide value. They'd be like, something's going on. Same thing goes for the phones. I get people coming into my room all the time and go, James, you should be a little more animated. James, you should address them by name. That way you have this connection, you feel this bond. And there it goes back to, you want to create a connection or a bond because you want to somehow be valuable to these people, to the person on the other end of the phone. But you can't, you're a complete stranger. We're in an era of like, I don't care. I do all of my shopping online. I get my meals at Chipotle. And I just go a beeline from the office to my appointments, to home, to leisure. And there's no room for anybody to sell me something that I can't already find, unless I have a need. 2-3 weeks ago, I went online to try to find the DJI Spark, the drone. So I went out to seek the drone, and I reached out to a company called Digital Media something in town. Hey, do you guys got the DJI Spark? No, we don't have it. When will it be in? Well, you know, I don't know. All right, can you take my name and number? Come on, it's a sale they're missing there, by the way. I have a need. All you got to do is create a database, a scratch pad on the right-hand side, and tell the boss, hey, we're getting like 20 calls for the Spark. Can we get like 50 Mavic? Can we get 50 Sparks right now? I'll sell them. If I worked for the media company, I'd be like, boss, go get 100 of them. I'm gonna sell them. I'm gonna mark it up because we're available. We're in Southern California. People are calling us for it. They're not going online to DJI. They're calling us. I promise I'll sell it. And I'd sell it. I would just take a list of names and numbers. Who's calling about? Hey man, you got a Spark yet? No, we got him in, man. When can you come in? Be like, holy shit! I'll be honest with you. If the dude called me up right now and goes, hey man, I already got the Mavic Pro. But if the guy called me up right now and go, hey man, this is James, right? Yeah. You called about 3 weeks ago asking about the Spark. We got one, a yellow one, with extra batteries. How many batteries do you want? We're like, 3. You're like, all right, man, when can you come in? Shit, I'll be there by 3 o'clock. I'd buy it, and then I would go return my DJI Mavic because I wanted the Spark. Still kind of do. Don't tell my wife. It's just so cute and little. But that's what I'm talking about, is that they have a value, they provide a value, or they provide a product that I can't get my hands on. But as real estate agents, as salespeople, we're a dime a dozen. All they got to do is throw a rock and they'll hit a realtor. All they got to do is look in their favorite contacts. One of them's a realtor. Everybody's a realtor. They're gonna go in their phone book. My mom's a realtor. Oh, cousin Jimmy's a realtor. Cousin Jimmy's a drunk. Let me see. Oh yeah, Aunt Sally, she's a realtor. Everybody's a fucking realtor. They'll probably give me a discount. Hey Aunt Sally, you're still in real estate, right? Boom. But if you can capture them before they call Aunt Sally, how are you going to provide value? You can't provide value. All you can do is seek out tremendous amounts of contacts. Pursue tremendous amounts, more than you think. Outreaching out. Door knocking, cold calling in massive quantities, high volume, to find out one thing. Why are you calling them? Why are you knocking on their door? All you need to know is one thing. You're not there to invite them to an open house. You're not there to let them know about the new listing. You're not there to let them know the market's hot. They don't give a shit. They got Google. You're not there to even let them really know what their value is. They got Zillow. What do they see in you? Nothing. Even if they are in fact thinking of selling their house. And on the off chance you knock on the door, dressed nice, good body language, good spoken skills, good presence, right? And you say, hi, my name is Agent Company. I was wondering if you're thinking of that. And they go, yeah, I actually am. Even then, what value do you bring? That's where the skill comes in. That's where, when you join the mafia, the Festini Mafia, where we teach you how to do this. I teach you how to take it to the next level. Once you find someone that you, in your head, you're like, boop, 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 boop. They might find me valuable. I found one. You can't go to the door expecting to provide value. It's ambitious, it's narcissistic, it's lofty, it's idiotic to think that you're gonna go up to the door and provide anything. However, unless you see them, if you see them and there's conversation and there's dialogue and she's a sweet little old lady and you remind them of their grandchild who never calls them, then How do you provide value? With a smile, with a courtesy, with a thank you. A smile is really the only value that you can provide. A pleasant experience during that interruption is the only thing you can provide. So how do you provide value at the door when they don't want you? Make it quick, because I don't want you here. Be pleasant, because I don't like assholes knocking on my door. So at least if you're nice and you smile and you don't bug me with a bunch of questions, that's how you provide value. You can't provide value. All you really can do is not provide damage. Right? So what's the opposite of value? No value? Harm? Damage? Because in this world of outbound sales, outbound prospecting, you're not going to provide value. So what do you try to do? You try to limit the damage. You try to limit the amount of discouragement people already have, the amount of disgust or the amount of annoyance, the amount of inconvenience that you're giving these people by doing what I do. Go up, smile, ask the question, leave. That's it. I'm not there to ask them a bunch of questions. They don't care. Now, don't get me wrong. There are a few people, 1 out of 100, will be like super courteous. Most people, I say, you knock on 100 doors, you talk to 25 people. 4 days later, you talk to 100 people. So out of 100 people, 90 of them are courteous. 5 of them are super courteous. Like, they'll come out, shake your hand, how's the market, what's going on? Oh yeah, man. No, I'm not interested. You know, I mean, they're super nice people. And then you'll get 5 people, maybe 5 people, who look at you like you kicked over their garden gnome on the way up. They'll be like you just shit yourself, and they can smell it. Right? They'll give you that look like, what the fuck are you doing here, man? Really? Are you fucking kidding me? Really? They'll do that. It's a numbers game, people. But of those, all of those people, you got to find the ones who need something, who might have the value. Otherwise, you hurry up and get out of their face, because you're not gonna be able to pursue this dream of everybody's gonna be like, hey man, I just had a real estate agent come to my door. No, I'm not selling. But man, did he provide value? Yeah, we had a wonderful conversation. He gave me comps. Gave me a notepad with a magnet. A magnet. Can you believe it? Come on, people. Come on. You're not going to provide value. All you can do is not interrupt more, or not steal, not take more, not steal more time than you already are. And when a homeowner opens their door or picks up the phone, you got 0 seconds. Yeah, 0 seconds to get it out, get your answer, or not get anything accomplished. Because you can go up to the door and accomplish nothing. If you go to the door and you say, hi, my name is Agent, I'm inviting you to this and that, and they say, thank you very much, and then you leave, you got nothing. I don't know why you even went to the door. What you want is to know, are they interested? No, thank you very much, have a nice day. That's it. What else is there? I can't imagine a world where we could provide value unless they need it. Therefore, find the people that need you so that then you can provide value, but Get past the people who don't need you and don't value you as fast as possible so that you're not disrupting. There's not a disruption of their day and you're not, the dick who knocked on the door and asked a bunch of stupid questions. Fair enough? Thanks for watching. I think it was a very good comment. So I hope this answered your question. I hope it did answer your question. If you guys want to know more about joining, go to Beast Mode Lead Gen Prospecting in Facebook. Beast Mode Lead Gen. That's the group. And if you want to take it to the next level, go to jamesfestini.com. The comments are below. The link is below. For $100 for 100 days, you join the challenge. And then you challenge yourself to find those people. I'll give you the tools that you need. I'll give you the scripts. I'll give you the door knocking propaganda. I'll give you the contact management mastery course. I'll give you my slam pad. I'll give you everything you need to go out and find the people that would find you valuable. For $100, that's stupid cheap. And then of course I offer one-on-one coaching, but I'm not going to pitch that. You got to really be ready to. You really got to be ready to. I mean, the one's like, get your gym membership and let's see how you do, and then pay for a personal trainer. Don't join the gym and pay for a personal trainer on day one. You won't do it. You have a lot of guts to do that. Thanks for watching.